fucking talk about this. I feel like the universe is testing me in a way, because I've been seeing and coming into contact with a lot of people lately that are using the words, I'm scared. I am scared to show up on live video. I am scared to make money. I am scared of what other people are going to think. I am scared of my business not taking off. I am scared. I am scared. I am scared. And along with I am scared, I am hearing a lot of excuses. And I don't mean to be bitchy or harsh or brutal, but I'm hearing a lot of excuses that are always paired with I'm scared. It is, I show up for 7 days on live video and then I don't show up at all. I don't have consistent months in sales, but I also don't show up consistently. I'm sorry, what? I am hearing so many people say I'm scared and then the excuse that follows I'm scared. And to be quite honest, I've kind of had enough. And I try my hardest to shake people out of this fear, because it comes down to this. You can be afraid or you can be rich. And the only person on this fucking planet who gets to decide that decision is you. Fear is something that will never go away. And I know that's hard to hear. I know that you think that once you reach a certain income level, fear will be gone. I thought that when I hit 100K, fear was gonna be like, bye, I don't need you anymore. Fuck no. It made me more afraid on so many different levels with so many new different things. Fear will never go away. It won't. It is literally like your best friend who will always follow you no matter what fucking journey you are on. It'll never leave you. It won't. And I am here to tell you it's not going to. And if you think that one day you're ultimately going to reach this level of success where you no longer feel fear, you crazy. It will always be there. Do not let it hinder you from making success in your life and your business. Do not let it hinder you at all. From someone who literally lived her entire fucking life in fear. Oh God, I gotta play small. What if people think I'm too loud? What if people make fun of me? What if people call me fat? What if I never succeed? What if I fail again? What if I do all of the things wrong? What if people laugh at me? What if I am a big fucking failure? What if? I drove myself fucking crazy with the what ifs. So fucking crazy. Do you ever cry for an entire year? I cried for an entire year. 2018 was the year of Amanda just shedding tears, probably at least once a week. 52 weeks of just crying. I was hysterically crying, not like the little tear that goes down your face. It was the absolute bawling, couldn't move off of the floor, hysterical crying. Because I let fear take control of me. Because I was so scared to do anything. I was so scared to show up as myself. I was so scared of being broke. I was so scared of being in my 30s and never making anything of myself. Because I had always believed from such a wee little lad in her 20s and her late teens, that I was going to be something big by the time I was 30. That I was going to have made it. That I was going to be making so much money. That I was going to be living the life of parties and luxury and fun and travel. And then 30s came around and they were a bitch smack in the fucking face. None of that came true. None of that came true. And everything that I had tried since college, I fell flat on my face doing. I couldn't find my spot. I couldn't find my place. I couldn't find my passion or my purpose in this life for years. And so my 30s hit, and that just made the fear so much more real. Because your 20s are your times for dicking around, right? Your 20s are your times where you can do stupid shit and people are like, she's only in her 20s. Your 20s are your time for exploration and fun and partying. But your 30s, this is when shit gets fucking serious. In your 30s, this is where everyone expects you to grow up. And in your 30s, you're supposed to have everything planned out all of the time. Did you not know that? You're supposed to have your life goals all set by 30. And I turned 30. And I freaked the fuck out. I wasn't where I wanted to be. I had no idea what I was doing. I was in the culinary industry. I thought I had loved it. I didn't really love it. I thought it was my passion and my purpose. It wasn't. And so I was there going through the same shit every single day, bashing my head against the wall, being like, is this what life is really about? And then 31 came. And then 32 came. And with each year that came, I became so much more afraid of everything. Oh my God, so afraid of everything. I was afraid that everyone was gonna hate me. I was afraid to show up as myself. I was afraid to go on live video. I was afraid to step out and own my own business, even though I had already done that. I had owned a successful dog care business for 2 years. I was afraid that I wasn't going to do anything with my life. I was afraid I was going to live paycheck to paycheck the rest of my life. I was afraid I was never going to be able to retire, because how the fuck am I supposed to save money to retire when I barely have money to pay my fucking bills? I was afraid of everything. I was afraid of failing for the 6,432nd fucking time in my life. All I did was fail. So all I did was sit in this misery of 32. 32 was a terrible fucking year. 2018 was miserable. I beat myself up. I told myself what a piece of shit I was pretty much every day. I broke down every week. I freaked the fuck out every other fucking second. Anytime I tried to do something bold, I would be afraid. I'd be like, nope, I won't do it. Every time I thought of showing up on live video as me and not some copycat version of another coach or another person, because I did that, I became afraid. Nope, I have to have the notes. I have to see them. I have to sound poised. I have to say all of the right things. I have to do that. Because why not? How? No one's going to like me as me. No one's going to like this loud mouth swearing New Yorkan's not even a fucking word, George Bush of public speaking type of person. No one's going to like this. And so every single time I felt like I was going to step out of my comfort zone, that I was going to step into who I wanted to become, I shrank down in fucking fear. I shrank down smaller and smaller and smaller until I couldn't breathe anymore. And December of 2018 rolls around and I'm broke as fucking fuck. I mean, broke as fuck. Calling daddy to bail me out to pay my bills, broke as fuck. 32 years old. I have to ask my dad to pay my bills. I couldn't buy anybody Christmas presents. Couldn't really do anything for Christmas because I didn't have any money and I wasn't going to make Adam pay for everything. That's not fucking fair. I was in massive credit card debt. So much credit card debt. Student loan debt. And here I was in December, broke as fuck. My worst fear literally came true. I was broke as fuck, crying almost every day in December. Christmas is supposed to be this time of love, joy, and laughter, and I spent it on the couch in misery, saying to myself, oh, here comes another fucking year, right? Here comes another year of trying to find myself. Here comes another year of playing small. Here comes another year of fear. It's a hard realization with yourself when you have to have a come to Jesus with yourself and ask yourself the question, all right, do you want to be afraid or do you want to be rich? Amanda, do you want to be afraid and live paycheck to paycheck for the rest of your fucking life? Or do you want to be rich? Because the potentiality of you being rich is pretty damn easy if you stop being afraid of things. It is. I'm living, breathing proof of it. And I'm not saying that to brag, and I'm not saying that to fluff my own hair. I'm saying that because I'm living, fucking breathing proof of it. I was terrified. Go look at my account in December. It was overdrawn. Oh my God, it was in the red so often. I had no fucking money in savings. I had nothing. I couldn't pay myself until mid-January. My business had taken a fucking plummet. I was in the shits. I was in the hole. I was everything that I never wanted to be. And yet it was the most perfect and beautiful thing that could have ever happened to me. It was the most freeing experience of my life. It allowed me to literally live my worst motherfucking nightmare of being broke after just watching my dad go through the exact same thing for 6 fucking months. Watching him struggle for 6 months with not a goddamn dollar to his name, I had to turn around and ask him for money. I was too the fuck afraid to show up. I was too afraid to step out into this coaching world, which I so desperately wanted to step out into. Because who is gonna wanna be coached by this? By someone who's a hot fucking mess, by someone who has not even a dollar to her name, by someone who can't even get through the week without crying, by someone who's just not perfect. Who the fuck wants to be coached by that? No one. No one wants that. No one wants that. They want something that's perfect. They want something that's beautiful. They want something that's poised. They want something that shows up with makeup on her face all of the time. That is what they want. They don't want you, Amanda. They don't want you. And I had that discussion with myself over and over again. So when I sit here and say it's as easy as choosing, it's as easy as choosing. Because in December, I made the fucking decision. I made the decision to quit playing small. In December, I made the decision to stop making excuses. In December, I made the decision to grow a fucking pair of balls. In December, I made the decision that I was no longer going to let fear take over my life. And so in December, I jumped. I jumped head fucking first. I didn't know if I was gonna fail. I didn't know if I was gonna succeed. I didn't know if I was gonna fly. I didn't know any fucking thing. I didn't know fucking anything. And yet I still signed up for a coach. Because I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go big or I'm gonna go home. I invested $8,888 that I didn't fucking have. I put it on a fucking credit card. I didn't have it. I didn't even know how the fuck I was gonna pay that bill. But I knew that fear was gonna tell me the exact thing. It was gonna say, Amanda, don't pay that. Don't buy that. Don't do that. You're gonna fail. You're not gonna pay it. You're gonna be in debt. They're gonna send it to a debt collector. You're gonna get back in the red. And I decided I wasn't gonna listen to it. And I didn't. And so when I put that bill, when I put that amount of money on my credit card, like double my car payment a month, that was my way of telling fear to suck a dick. That was my way of telling fear that I was not gonna let 2019 end up like 2018. That was me making the conscious decision of I am not letting fear take over my fucking life again. I am choosing to be fucking rich. I am choosing wealth. I am choosing abundance. I am choosing prosperity. And I am going to choose to show the fuck up how I want to show up, speak about what the fuck I want to speak about, and I'm going to see what happens. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to convince myself not to do it. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to censor myself. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to think that fear is just the ultimate fucking stepping stone. I'm not going to let fear be this roadblock that everyone says is the biggest roadblock. I'm going to push through it. And I did. I made the conscious decision in that moment, being broke as fuck, being broken. I made that decision. I choose to be fucking rich. I choose to be rich. I choose a life where I don't have to scrape by. I choose a fucking life where I don't have to pay my bills month to month in stressing out. I choose a life that I can be happy and I can provide and I can be the woman that I always wanted to be. I choose that fucking life today. And I chose that life today, and it has been magic. It has been complete and utter magic ever fucking since. So you can choose. You can choose to be scared, or you can choose to be rich. You can sit here and you can say today, I'm going to continue to play small. I'm going to be miserable. I'm going to let 2020, 2021, 2022 pass me by with nothing. Living paycheck to paycheck, living in just misery. I am going to allow myself to do that. Or I'm going to sit here today and I'm going to say enough is a fucking enough. Enough is enough. I am not choosing to be afraid anymore. I am choosing to be rich, and I am choosing all of the prosperity and the abundance and the love and the happiness and the freedom that comes with being rich. So if you were at that point today where you were sitting here and just saying, I'm scared, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, you will always be fucking afraid. It will never go away. But you have the conscious decision today to whether to stand up to it or to back down and continue to play small. In the next 6 months of your life, do you want to look back and be like, I let fear win again? I let fear take over my life again? Or in the next 6 months, do you want to make more money than you've ever made before? In the next 6 months, do you want to take your kids to Disney? Do you want to pay for everything, for everyone, all of the time because you can? Because it's a possibility. It is a complete and utter possibility if you choose it to be a possibility. Or you can play small. You can be fearful, you can be poor, you can be miserable, you can be unhappy, and you can make every motherfucking excuse in the book from someone who made every fucking excuse in the book. So if you were sitting here and saying, I'm afraid of going live, go the fuck live anyway. If you were sitting here saying, I'm afraid to fail, well, fail in a blaze of fucking glory. If you were sitting here and saying, well, when I make 100K, I'll be less fearful. No, you won't, because there's so much more to lose. Fear doesn't vanish. It doesn't disappear. It's not some like white cloud that's like poof and gone. Fear is always standing behind you, creeping around every single corner. It is like the dark murderer who is always following you, ready to jump out at you, ready to test you. It never goes away. It's just how you determine to keep moving despite that fact. How every time you come face to face with fear, you push through. You push through anyway. And you do that thing that scares you the most, whether it's investing in yourself, whether it's pushing the live button, whether it's starting your own business, your own coaching business, whether it's talking about the topic that you know is going to make so many people pissed off, whether it's fucking just providing, whatever it is. Look at the fear and just fucking move through it. You can make excuses or you can be rich. You can choose fear or you can choose money. Which one are you going to choose today? I love you guys so much. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, go right ahead and click the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to head over to iTunes and check out my podcast, Fierce as Fuck. Thank you so much, and go grab today by the balls and make it your bitch.